Hey guys, this is gonna be KDnuni casting a game between myself and Balto. Balto is a 1900 diamond player while I am a 900 diamond player, and this is just gonna be a friendly league match on the ladder system. Now this is gonna be a Protoss versus Protoss. Balto is spawning on the northern corner of Jungle Basin while I am gonna be spawning on the southern corner. Now Balto is setting up an extremely early probe, so he will try to do something with this, possibly a proxy gateway or cannon rush. We'll see what he does in a moment. I will be going standard on PvP, getting out the pylon normally at 9 supply. Now Balto is heading his way over down to my base, down to this corner of the map, just under the cliff below my base. He's gonna build a pylon there, so yes, he is going for some kind of proxy build. I will be setting up my scouting probe now. I do not see what he's doing here, so I will be setting this probe up normally into his base. We see in a moment what Balto actually plans to do with this. His pylon's coming a bit late. There it is just now. And we'll see whether Balto will go for a gateway or some other kind of tech. I'm still going standard, getting out that 12 gateway. Balto is getting out the forge, so he is gonna do some kind of cannon rush below the cliff. He will try to build some cannons up on this area and try to push toward my mineral line. We will see whether or not this strategy is gonna be effective. I did set my probe up here and did notice that he did not have any pylons or any kind of tech structure. So I am suspicious of him, and I'm gonna try to find any kind of proxy play that he has. I do scout here. Nope, there's no gateways here. Eventually I will be able to send the probe down to this area and see what he actually is gonna do. His probe is just still scouting my base. I'm going standard. I do build a forge here since I am suspicious of some kind of zealot rush, so I do want to be able to build up a cannon to defend that off. He is not doing that, he's going for a cannon rush, and I did just scout it now. And this is actually extremely good positioning of this cannon since probes are unable to surround this cannon to force it to cancel, and zealots can only move in here one at a time, since they are blocked by this rock and this forge and pylon. Now Balto has begun to build pylons up in my base. This cannon does have enough range to protect these two. So 2 cannons now going up. My probes, only 2 probes are able to attack this pylon at once, but his probes are here to fend that off. I do try to build the cannon up to try to fend off against this, but as you can see, this cannon came up too late, and then these will finish before then. He is building a second pylon to be able to reinforce these 3 cannons. Now this cannon is starting to make work on this cannon, so I am forced to cancel this photon cannon as well as this one. He's gonna start making work on this nexus. I've pulled the majority of my probes off since I want to to just finish this rush, since I'm hoping that he will not have anything in his base. He actually doesn't, since he spent most of his resources on building these cannons on my base. I do leave 4 probes to mine since I want to be able to save enough money to build a nexus in another location. So since all these probes are heading over to his base, I do have 1 zealot into this mix. The second zealot is going to be on the way soon. So we will see what Balto does to defend off this push. He does build a cannon up in the middle of his middle line, which is really good positioning. So I do have to try and do something here to force the cancel on this pylon. The zealot does come in and is able to do a lot of damage. My probes coming in to help out the zealot. I'm going to be surrounding this pylon trying to force it, but this zealot does make more work onto Balto's probes. The second zealot's almost here, but in the meanwhile, this pylon is going to be down, so his cannon will not have power to shoot. The zealot is just halfway done his HP and is almost going to die in a matter of moments to these probes. But the second zealot is here. As you can see, my probes, looking at the income amount, Balto does have a lot more probes than me, but I do have this zealot. And I do have to focus down this cannon, since if I let it live, it will do too much damage to my army. And I do get it destroyed, but this zealot will go down now. I'm reduced to only 1 probe into his base, but there are 4 still here. Now I did finally destroy this nexus, so these 4 probes have nothing better to do now except try to go into his base. Now my zealot is gonna be made. I do have enough money for 3 more zealots. Now I did just ignore my 400 minerals, that since I believe that 4 probes were not enough to be able to catch up to what Balto had. So I might as well have used all my minerals into gateway units, into zealots to be precise. My 4 probes are going to be heading over to space and trying to harass this mineral line. I'm trying to make sure that Balto does not get enough minerals to build a cannon back into his base. As you can see, he only has 60 minerals. He's using all of it to create probes. And my zealot is heading over there right now. These cannons are now, they've done their job. They can't reach these buildings anymore. Now, I do only have 8 supply and I'm maxed out, so I only have enough for 2 zealots and 4 probes. I'm trying to harass this as much as possible, making sure that he does not mine minerals. He does not have enough money to make a single cannon as of now. But to keep up the pressure to make sure this does not happen. And my zealot finally does get here. Now Balto does get enough money to build a pylon, sorry, a cannon. And he does get it up, and my zealot does come in and continue to attack these probes. The probes are not able to get an effective surround around the zealot, so it's able to do a lot of damage to these probes. Now, I am going to try and focus down this cannon soon enough, since if it goes up, this will be the end and I will lose the game. Now my second zealot is finally here, so we'll be able to help focus down this cannon. And does more, but it's about to go down, killing off one more probe before it dies. So that's it. Balto has reduced to only 3 harvesters, 2 over here and 1 more. I don't know where. Possibly around heading under the cliff or something. Oh, never mind, Balto does only have these 2 harvesters left. So yeah, I've reduced to 2 zealots, 1 probe. That's enough to kill off this nexus and pylon. I do have a 3rd zealot on the way. Me and Balto were just joking around now, since this was a kind of a base race. Pretty funny base race, since I was forced to fill up all my workers or to just kill him before he kills me. But if you're thinking right now that yes, my zealots aren't actually enough to kill this wall, we'll see what happens now. I did kill off this probe so I can free up supply and use the last remaining to build up my last zealot. I have 6 minerals left, that's all. I will only have these 4 zealots, but he only has 2 probes. Not enough to make another one, not enough to make a nexus, so he's just stuck on these and these cannons. That is just some bit of like conversation going on, since we're just wondering how this happened. He's trying to find some random gateway, I guess, but I only had these gateways. But Balto does realize that it's kind of a draw. But what's gonna happen? What's he gonna say? He's trying to say it. There you go, capital B-U-T. He says I deserve a win, so yeah, GG. So that's good sportsmanship for you. Yes, this was a game on Jungle Basin, countering the cannon rush, the below cliff cannon rush. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. And yeah, this is just, I think it's gonna be my last class for a while. So thanks, bye.